they've been here for 3 years, and people have been walking by past them all the time during Sunday Mass and funerals and baptisms, all that, and no one's had a sting.
We were getting a few people complaining, some of the parishioners, that were afraid to come in and out of the church because of where that they were located. So they were afraid at the time that they were wasps, and they were afraid they were going to get stung, that sort of thing. So I called one of the local bug places, and they said, yeah, we'll have a look at everything. But then when they looked over there, they said, we're not touching it. It's not wasps, it's honeybees, and we can't do it. So I said, okay, fine. So that's when this particular guy actually informed me about Paul and what he does.
Here we go.
Oh, wow.
We found the bees just below the window here. There's a false wall, and we don't know how big they are at this point. We stopped there, so when we open the wall, we'll see how large the colony is.
And what's the process here? How is this going to unfold?
We're gonna add some smoke to the bees, then we're actually gonna cut out the wall, and we're gonna open it up and expose the bees. We'll add a little bit of more smoke, and then we're gonna just start taking comb one at a time, just like we do when we're opening a beehive, and we're gonna keep them in the same order when we move them into an actual wooden beehive.
Do you have a sense yet of how big this colony is?
I'd say they're medium size. I'm thinking 30,000 bees. If you waited to do this till August, I mean, they could have been up 70,000 plus, right?
Yeah.
So it's fairly sized. For coming out of winter, they're very strong. There's a baby bee actually emerging, being born right here.
What?
Just come in close with your camera.
It's exciting. It is.
Why is it exciting?
I guess because over the past year I'm learning a little bit more about honeybees, and my son, of course, is learning about this in school and everything too, so he's finding it exciting and how important it is to keep the bees around because they're starting to dwindle. Did you know that bees have been important to religion and to the churches, for hundreds of years, back to medieval times?
The candles in the church were always traditionally used were beeswax.
Even the Pope right now and his vestments and such, he has honeybees on it. So, that says an awful lot right there.
There's been a long history with the church and with Catholicism and honeybees.
You have all the comb out of there. What's next?
We have, all that's left up here is some honey, and as you can see, there's quite a few bees. So what we're going to do is we're going to move the hive into this position. The baby bees, the brood, are all in here. These bees will gradually work their way down into the hive.
They're just finding their way into the entrance.
We want any foragers that are coming back, as well as these, to be in the beehive. And then this evening we'll come back and we'll take the rest of the honey out of the hive, and that'll be it.
It's something that was important for us to be able to take care of. It's one of these bugs that, you need to respect. In the way that they work together as a team, and they take care, and then they also provide. They provide us with honey. They pollinate our gardens and everything else. I have a garden at home of flowers and vegetables and herbs and everything else, and, I think it's wonderful.
Yeah,